Hi guys, I'm Ann and welcome to Chronically Beautiful, where we're trying to live our best life even though we probably don't feel like it. Today we are going to be making my 3-ingredient breakfast cookies. And they're not really mine. They're all over the internet. I saw about 10 different recipes for them, but this is just the way I make them. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please stick around. But first, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and tell your friends. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps YouTube to notice us small YouTubers. And finally, if you haven't done so already, don't forget to hit that bell so you can be notified of all my future uploads. All right, you guys, let's get cooking. Okay, we are starting with these 3-ingredient banana breakfast cookies. And I have seen several different versions of them online. I don't have a recipe to cite because I just kind of do my own thing. So I have some small bananas here. I make baked oatmeal almost every weekend for my breakfast prep, and that uses 1 banana per half cup of oats, but this needs to be way less liquidy than that. So I'm going to use a bigger oats to banana ratio. So I think I'm going to do 3/4 of a cup of oats per banana on this, and then if it looks too squishy or liquidy, I will add some more oats. And I'm going to do a mixture of quick cooking oats and rolled oats because that is what I have. That's what I have. So I've got my garbage bowl here. Thanks, Rachel Ray, for teaching me that. I have all my measuring cups. I have all my crap out here on the counter. Usually I am all over the place in the kitchen when I meal prep, or mostly over there by the sink, but I'm trying to like keep it to one area so I can do this. So I have a 3/4 of a cup scoop. The OXO measuring cups are really cool because they come in one that's a 3/4 cup, they have one that's a 2/3 cup, and I think that's really kind of a cool thing for when you're doing stuff like this, so I have to count out. So that's 3/4 of a cup. I have 5 bananas in there. So 1, let's kill these. 2, and I have more bananas if this doesn't go well. I'll just freeze the extra. And then I'm going to my quick cooking oats. These are Bob's Red Mill gluten-free oats. I just know I can always count on those to be gluten-free. Now, oats by nature are not gluten-free. This was 3. Oats by nature are a gluten-free food. However, it is the way that they are processed and grown that makes them, gluten-y, because they're usually grown next to and processed on all the same machinery and sweet, so that kind of contaminates the whole thing. That's 4, and that seems like a lot. So I'm gonna mix this a little bit and see. So something has to be, if you want to trust oats to be gluten-free, they need to be marked as certified gluten-free oats. Aldi does sell some now. Bob's Red Mill has them. Quaker, sometimes you can find them. But Bob's Red Mill, you can always find them. And I often find them at Big Lot for like $6 for the giant bag. So, okay, to this I am also adding 1/3 of a cup of the Lily's dark chocolate baking chips, which turns out to be about 200 chips, which I think is 7 or 8 points. But because this recipe breaks down into 15 cookies, 1 cookie is 0 points. But I am sure that I will be eating more than 1, but I am sure these cookies will not end up being more than a point or 2. So I'm gonna throw those guys in there. You can definitely add more if you want to, and I may, we will see. I'm going to just eyeball a sprinkle of cinnamon, because why not? And I'm gonna do like a cap full of vanilla extract. This is not, exact baking. Ooh, and I'm making a mess. Well, and now I'm gonna put this over on my KitchenAid and let it mix up because I hate mashing bananas. Okay, we are all mixed up. And it does feel pretty thick. I ended up adding another 1.5 cups of oats to the mixture. So we will see how that's gonna go. And I feel like that's probably thick enough. We'll see what happens, I guess, when we cook it. It is my first time doing these, and like I said, I'm kind of eyeballing a lot of it. And there does seem to be plenty of chocolate chips in there. You could sure add like like raisins or craisins or nuts or stuff like that if you weren't on Weight Watchers. But if you're on Weight Watchers, those things take up a ton of points. And I did do the math. You can have 3 of these for 1 point. So that's pretty good for 3 cookies, and they're pretty good size. This is supposed to make 15, so that's if you split this into 15 servings, which we are going to do now. Okay, so I have washed my hands, I have my baking sheet here, I have my cooking spray just in case my hands get icky. So I am just using a tablespoon, and this should make about 15 cookies, and I'm doing just about a tablespoon, and I'm forming them in my hands because these aren't gonna grow because there's nothing in them to make them grow. So they're gonna kind of just look how they're gonna look. So I'm just circling them up and making little cookie shapes. This did make 15 cookies, although I went back and added some on because I realized that I was making them too small. And rather than make more cookies, I decided to just make the 15 that the recipe called for. They are pretty good sized cookies. I mean, they're like the size of the palm of your hand, and they're pretty thick. So I'm hoping they cook through all the way well, being that thick. I'm gonna put them in the oven at 350 for 12 to 15 minutes. However, I find that my baked oatmeal takes forever to cook. I do that at 350 for 40 minutes. These obviously are much smaller than those, but I will be shocked if these only take 12 minutes. So I'm gonna start at a 12 and see, and then I'll be back to check in once they're done. Okay guys, these are done. And they did end up going in for the 15 minutes instead of the 12. Ooh, they are smelling so good. I cannot even tell you how good these guys smell. And they are, you know, they're firm, they're hard, they're a cookie. That's pretty exciting. I am so psyched to try one. I am, of course, gonna let them cool because they're very, very hot right now. Whew, all right, guys, here are our finished cookies. They look and smell absolutely delicious. They took 15 minutes. They're not sticking at all because I used the parchment, and I have to. Those are going to be a really good breakfast. If you don't like bananas, obviously these are not for you because the main ingredient is bananas and oatmeal. But these are really good. Yep, these are a winner. They're not super sweet, which I'm okay with. Totally fine with that. I bet they'd be really good if you added maybe some fresh blueberries, but that might make them too wet. I'm not sure. Maybe a little bit of maple syrup or sugar-free maple syrup, some kind of sweetener if you need things to be a little sweeter. I'm okay with this. But they're a nice consistency. They're nice and firm, but they're not super sweet. So just know that. But for me, they are a win. And one cookie is 0 points. It is just 1 point for 3 of these cookies. I mean, these things are huge and so heavy. I mean, those things are gonna keep you full until lunch for sure. And what a great little afternoon snack as well. These are definitely gonna start being a regular on my list. All right, you guys, thanks so much for going on this adventure with me. Keep coming back. Take care of you.